Okay, we are going to start the major sources of energy. What are the sources of energy? We know there are two type of sources of energy. One are renewable and others are non-renewable. Do you have an idea about renewable and non-renewable?
Um, Renewable?
Yes.
No, no, I'm not sure.
Renewable are the sources which we can use again and again, like they are not finished. And non-renewable are the sources which can't be used again, and they take many time to build them again. So once we use them, they are finished. So these are
Oh,
non-renewable. Okay. Like if I
oh,
ask that is sun renewable or non-renewable? So if you use sunlight, will it finish or not?
no,
No. So it is renewable source. Same is the case with water. So what do you think? Water is renewable or non-renewable?
it's renewable.
It's renewable. And what about fossil fuels what about petroleum? Petroleum is kind of fossil fuel.
It's renewable.
Non-renewable or renewable?
Renewable because you can use it again.
No, once petrol is used, you can't use it again. It's really costly.
Oh, okay.
Same is the case with coal. If you use them
Yes.
once, you cannot use it again. Like because coal, we dig the coal underground and it takes thousand million of years to reform. So all the fossil fuels, which include petroleum, oil, gas, coal, and all other hydrocarbons, they are non-renewable because they take thousand of years, thousand million of years to reform. Okay.
Yes.
So let's start with the major sources of energy. Start reading.
Um, the energy we use comes from the sun, wind, and water power, etc. Actually, all of the energy we get comes directly or indirectly from the sun. Fossil fuels. We use fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas to heat our houses and run industry and transport. They are usually hydrocarbons, compounds of carbons and hydrogen. When they are burnt, they combine with oxygen from the air. The carbon becomes carbon dioxide. Hydrogen becomes hydrogen oxide, called water, while energy is released as heat in case of coal.
Okay. So the energy we use comes from sun, wind, water power, etc. Actually, of the energy we get come from sun, either directly or indirectly. So starting from the fossil fuels, we use fossil fuels. What are the fossil fuels? Coal, oil, and gas to heat our houses, to run industry, and for transport as well. Okay. Like for heating system, we use electric heaters or methane gas heaters. Then to run industries and for transport as well. For car, you have to add petroleum in its engine. And similarly for trains, you require coal or either coal or diesel for it. For trucks or buses, you require diesel, and for airplane you require jet fuel. So we can use it as transport. They are usually hydrocarbons. All the fossil fuels are mostly made up of hydrocarbons. What is meant by hydrocarbons? From the name, it is very clear. Hydro from hydrogen, and carbons from carbon. So, all the compounds containing hydrogen and carbon are called hydrocarbon. Okay,
Yes.
is it clear?
Yes, miss.
So, when they are burned, they combine with oxygen. Like we say, there are two compounds in hydrocarbon. What are they? Carbon and hydrogen. And when we burn them in air oxygen is present. So
Yes.
carbon will combine with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, and hydrogen will combine with oxygen to form hydrogen oxide. Hydrogen oxide is also called water. Okay.
Yes.
and while energy is released as heat. In this process, when we heat hydrocarbons, carbon dioxide is produced, water is produced. In addition to both, energy is released. This energy is used to either run the vehicle, to run the industry, or to heat the houses, or even used for cooking and other purposes. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So if we talk about coal, the reaction is given. What is the reaction? If we like carbon reacts with oxygen to give carbon dioxide and heat energy, while hydrocarbon reacts with oxygen, hydrocarbon. I have told you there are how many compounds in hydrocarbon?
And two.
Two. What are these?
One is hydrogen, the hydro, and the
Yes. The other is
the other is like
carbon.
carbon. Yes, carbon.
Okay. When hydrogen combine with oxygen, what will it form?
Hydro compound.
Yes, when hydrogen
Yes.
combine with oxygen, what it will form?
Water.
Water, very good. And what about carbon plus oxygen?
Carbon plus oxygen.
Carbon dioxide. Okay.
Yes.
So when hydrocarbon reacts with oxygen, it will form this one carbon dioxide, this one water, and heat energy. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, read the next paragraph.
The fossil fuel took millions of years for their formation. They are known as non-renewable resources. We're using fuels at a very fast rate. Their use is increasing day by day to meet our energy needs. If we continue to use them at percentage rate, it will soon be exhausted. Once their supply is exhausted, the world will face serious energy crisis.
Okay. The fossil fuels took millions of years for their formation. As I have told you earlier, that the million of years are required to form fossil fuels. They are also known as non-renewable resources. Okay, write the question here. Why fossil fuels are called non-renewable resources? The answer is the fossil fuels took millions of years for their formation. They are known as non-renewable resources. Okay. And okay, this one. If we continue to use them at present rate, they will soon be exhausted. Exhausted means finished.
Finished.
Okay, this is the answer for that question. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now they are saying we are using fossil fuels at very fast rate. At very fast rate that we are using fossil fuels, their use is increasing day by day. Obviously, the need of energy is increasing, and as the need of energy is increasing, so their use is also increasing. And if we use it at the present rate, they will be exhausted. Exhausted means finished. And once their supply is exhausted, the energy would face serious energy crisis because all the fossil fuels are used. There is no new fossil fuel. So there would be energy crisis. There will be no energy in the world. Is that clear?
Yes.
Any confusion up till now?
No.
Okay. Read the next paragraph.
Thus, fuels would not be able to meet our future energy needs. This would cause serious social and economical problems for countries like us. Therefore, we must use them wisely and at the same time develop new sources for our future survival.
Okay, thus fossil fuels would not be able to meet our future energy needs. Like if we are saying that if we use the fossil fuels at the same rate, they would be finished, obviously. And if they would be finished, we will have no fuel in the future, in the coming future. And if we have no fuel for the energy for the future use, then there would be energy crisis. There would be serious social and economical problems. Okay.
Yes.
So we should use them wisely. And at the same time, we should develop new sources of energy. Like we should develop a backup plan. If fossil fuels are finished, then what should we use for getting energy? Is this paragraph clear?
Yes, nice.
Okay, good. So read the next paragraph.
Moreover, fossil fuels release harmful waste products. These wastes include carbon monoxide and other harmful gases which pollute the environment. This causes serious health problems such as headache, tension, nausea, allergic reactions, irritation of eyes, nose, and throat.
Okay, moreover, these are the side effects or adverse effects of for using fossil fuels. Write the question. What? Oh, sorry. What are the adverse effects of fossil fuels? Okay, this is the question, and the answer is fossil fuels release harmful waste products include carbon monoxide and other harmful gases which pollute the environment. This causes serious health problems such as headache, tension, nausea, allergic reactions, irritation of eyes, nose, and throat. These all are the harmful effect of fossil fuels because they release harmful products in the air. And these
Yes.
harmful products include carbon monoxide, which is a harmful gas and it pollute the environment. Moreover, it will cause health problem diseases like headache. You feel pain in head, tension, nausea. Nausea means uh, some type of irritation, allergic reactions, irritation of eyes allergy, nose and throat. Okay. Moreover, this answer also include long exposure of these harmful gases may cause asthma, lung cancer, heart disease, and even damage to brain, nerves, and other organs of our body. Okay, write another question for this. What are effects of long exposure to harmful gases by fossil fuels? Okay, so this is the question, and answer is read the paragraph for the answer.
Long exposure of these harmful gases may cause asthma, lung cancer, heart diseases, and even damage to brain, nerves, and other organs of our body.
Okay, long exposure means a long time inhaling of these harmful gases may cause asthma. Asthma is difficulty in breathing, lung cancer, damage of lungs, heart diseases. Heart diseases may include heart attack or any cardiovascular disease, then even damage to brain, nerves, and other body organs. Any confusion up till now?
No.
So is that clear?
Yes.
Then other non-renewable energy sources, nuclear fuels. Read the paragraph.
Nuclear fuels. In nuclear power plants, we get energy as a result of fusion reaction. During fusion reaction, heavy atoms such as uranium atoms split up into smaller parts, releasing a larger amount of energy. Nuclear power plants give out a lot of nuclear radiations and vast amount of heat. A part of this heat is used to run power plants, while a lot of heat goes into waste into the environment.
Okay. In nuclear power plants, we get energy as a result of fission reaction. This is important for MCQs where we get from where we get energy in nuclear power plants by fission reactions. Do you know what is fission reaction?
Yes, miss.
Fission means breaking of. You can write it. Breaking of larger molecule into smaller molecules with release of energy. This is the definition for fission reaction. You can write it for you. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. During fission reaction, heavy atoms, okay, here it is written as well. Heavy atoms split up into smaller parts. Heavy atoms means larger molecule, which split up into smaller parts means smaller molecules, releasing a large amount of energy, and they will release energy as well. And what is the example of fission reaction? Uranium. When we
Uranium.
break uranium into smaller parts, this is done by fission reaction. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. The nuclear power plant give out lot of nuclear radiations and vast amount of heat. A part of this heat is used to run power plants, while lot of heat goes to waste into the environment. The heat is also the form of energy. As heat is the form of energy, heat is used to run the power plants, and most of the heat is wasted. It is released in the environment and cause the heating effect in environment. Is this clear?
Yes.
Any confusion?
No.
Okay. So how many are left? Okay, let's start renewable as well. Renewable, I have told you about what are renewable resources. Start reading.
Renewable energy sources. Sunlight and water power are the renewable sources of energy. They will not run out like coal, oil, and gas.
Okay, renewable means that the sources that will not finish for the lifetime. Like we know, sunlight will never finish uh, till our life, and same is the case with water and wind as well. So they will not run out. Run out means finish. Like coal, oil, and gas. All of them, coal, oil, and gas, will finish soon. Okay, because they are fossil fuels and they take million of years to reform, so they can be exhausted from the environment. Is it clear? Any confusion?
No, miss.
Okay, starting from the energy from water. Read the paragraph.
Energy from water. Energy from water power is very cheap. Dams are being constructed at suitable locations in different parts of the world. Dams serve many purposes. They help to control floods by storing water. The water stored in dams is used for irrigation and also to generate electrical energy without creating much environmental problems.
Okay, so first is energy from water. First of all, energy from water is very cheap because water is free. Water is a free source. We do not need to pay for the water. Like in our homes, we are using water. We are not paying for it. So it is a cheap source. Then the government build dams. Dams are built for many purposes. What are the purposes of dam? The very first purpose is for storing the waters to control the floods. Okay. Then
Yes.
we store the waters in dams, and when we store the water in them, this can be used for different purposes. Like it is used for irrigation. Irrigation means watering the fields for crops or rice, any field which requires water. We can use it. We can use dams for irrigation. Then it is also used for generating electricity. Maybe you have read the hydropower plants, hydroelectric power plants, in which water is released from the dams. When water is released from the dams, they turn the turbines. The turbines will run the generators, and after that electricity is produced. So dams are also used to generate electrical energy, and there is no release of harmful products or any other thing. So that's why they generate electricity without environmental problem. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, what are uses of dam? This is the question, and mark its answer. The answer is they help to control floods by storing water. The water stored in dams is used for irrigation to generate electric energy without creating environmental problem. This is the answer of this question. Okay.
Yes.
So is it clear?
Yes, miss.
Any confusion up till now?
No.
Okay. I guess that's all for today. You have to revise the lecture. I will ask in tomorrow's class. Okay.
No.